Today we're looking at Mocha, a Plat 5 BAP/Moira. This was a coaching request on the Overwatch University subreddit, where they wrote, "Been trying to climb again, but have been down on my luck going on a losing streak for the last couple weeks. Recently, I've started to feel like it's the teammates I've been getting queued with that's cost me games, since it seems there's always someone who is dying a lot more than everyone else on my team, without providing any value other than an ult battery. But blaming other people doesn't help my situation, so despite how I feel about it, I'd like some pointers on what I could do better, so I might not feel as helpless when I'm in these situations again. My hero roster mainly consists of Ana, BAP, Moira, Kiriko, and recently some Zen, though I'd like to eventually pick up the entire support roster. You posted a few codes. The one on Paraíso was a loss, so we'll go with that. If we're trying to climb, we need to be thinking about how we could turn our losses into wins. As far as your teammates, I definitely understand what you mean. It can feel like people on our team are underperforming at times, but part of being able to climb is figuring out how we could still carry those games and what specifically we need to do to win them. Sure, some games are going to be out of your control, but there are a lot more games that are in your control than you probably think. As far as your hero roster, that's very interesting. You want to try to play everybody. What I'm going to recommend you do is pick like 2, maybe 3 heroes and just really try to master them. I did the same thing back in the day as you. I was trying to play everybody, but what helped me break into GM was just really focusing on, for me, it was Ana and Zen. And I was able to do that. And then, later on, I tried to round out my hero pool. And actually doing these VODs is what really helped me with that. But anyway, you don't want to be decent at every hero. You want to be a master at a couple. And that's what's going to help you climb up the ranks. I pulled up an old Bruce Lee quote. "I fear not the man who has practiced 1,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 1,000 times." That philosophy definitely comes into play here. But anyway, let's get right into the VOD. First thing I always like to do is take a look at the team comp. So we got Zarya, Sombra, Pharah, BAP, Mercy. Yeah, pretty solid, pretty straightforward. I think Pharah and Mercy are going to play together. Sombra should be pretty self-sufficient. I definitely want to see you playing behind Zarya, keeping her up, focusing the same targets she's focusing. Definitely what we could do as far as our window usage. You could mostly use it for yourself, but, if your Zarya gets a big grab, throwing the window up in front of it to allow your team to just really burst down everybody could be really valuable. So that's how I'd like to see you guys play this. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we see the Mei, Orisa, Pharah, and the Mercy Beam. We kind of have a good idea of what we're working with. BAP is pretty good against this comp. It looks like you're dueling the Pharah. Definitely, we want to be trying to give her looks. Other thing we want to be doing is just using our Exo Boots to avoid her rockets. Good regen, definitely. Yeah, like I said, we definitely want to be using our Exo Boots there. As far as Pharah goes, BAP, in my opinion, is the best support counter to her. Even better than Ana, because of those boots. You can keep them charged up consistently and time your jumps to avoid her rockets. And as long as you do that, you can easily just, unless the Mercy's attached to her, you can easily just DPS her up and kill her. So that definitely, I want you just consistently charging your boots in general, just so you have them for when you need them. But against a Pharah, that is going to be your key to winning the 1v1.
Not over yet.
Claiming the objective.
All right, we get some kills. Definitely want to support our team. Nice. Yeah, your DPS kind of pop off, and we win the round, or win the point. I don't know why I said round. Yeah, definitely. I would try to poke out here. Just be careful. But yeah, farm up some ult charge. This is good. Drop off to avoid the diva. Go back up. I love it. Yeah, wait until the anti cleanses before you heal her up, but that's fine. Yeah, we could go up here, give Pharah a look. Well, your Mercy died, that's not good. Same thing. Definitely want to be using the Exo Boots. Like, you got to think about what comp they're running. They're running Pharah Sim. It's not like they have a hit scan who can line up the shot if you move in a predictable pattern. Definitely want to be consistently using those boots once again to avoid the Pharah's rockets. And we want to be DPSing on her more in general. That's definitely going to be our key to victory here because our Far Mercy was not able to get it done. We definitely need to be giving this Pharah a look and putting pressure on her. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, just wait here. You know, you could farm up a little ult charge, but we want to wait to regroup. And definitely don't be poking or shooting once we get our ult, because all you're doing is just feeding their supposed ult charge. We switched to Kiriko. That's interesting. So our Pharah's going to struggle here even more, I think. That was a weird Pharah ult on our end. But yeah, I think we kind of were a little lost as to what to do. We were trying to go in there to support D.Va, but we weren't able to. She's still demeched. Yeah, I would have just backed up a little bit. You know, if D.Va needs to get out, I would have just backed up, and that will better let you assess who you need to be focusing on, which in this case is the Pharah. I keep jumping.
Complete recovery.
Good evasion of that. Yeah, this is really tough. We just need to be doing some damage, putting some pressure on. We do have our ult, so if we could get a regroup, I'd like to see an early window out of you. You can honestly just like throw a window up. Maybe right here. Maybe you could turn in the corner, do it. But yeah, we definitely want to be using this ult. Not now, of course, because our team's dying. But yeah, we have EMPs. Yeah, we definitely want to be using that.
Humanity is shackled.
Okay, we're switching to Moira. So I do think, since the Far Mercy is giving us problems, I definitely think BAP is the better pick. Plus, we had our ult there, and you almost never want to switch when you have your ult. You definitely should have at least used it first. That being said, we could still make Moira work. We just have to completely change our strategy. What I would like to see you do is to go after their Ana, and maybe that can peel Mercy away from the Pharah and make the kill a little easier. That's definitely, like, if we're going to play Moira into their comp, that is our path to victory. Yeah, our DPS are kind of struggling. Yeah, like going after the Pharah, see this? Like, you're having trouble consistently getting her, and even then, she has the Mercy to heal up the damage. But it's good to heal your Kiriko, but... And we killed their Ana, so... It's literally just the Far Mercy, so... Not much you could do about it from here, but, yeah, looks like you're kind of pushing hard. With your team. Okay, nice Kitsune. Good EMP. Counter the wall. Yeah, I want you going after that Ana, like I said. Like, see, where is she? Like, we're kind of just looking at it on point. We're looking at what's going on point. Ana's right there. Like, she's kind of out in the open. You know, maybe we could have, between fights, set up on a high ground just so we can, like, come over here. Maybe, like, go underneath over here. Just kind of harassed that Ana, giving her a look. Things you can do, once again, like, you are not going to directly counter this Pharah Mercy as Moira. So what we need to do is go after other people, namely the other support, to peel the Mercy away from the Pharah. And if Mercy doesn't go to support Ana, and Ana dies, then it's going to be up to Mercy to heal the whole team, and Pharah won't get that consistent pocket regardless. So yeah, once again, that is our key to victory here. I definitely don't want to just hang out here where Pharah can burst us down. I want to avoid that if we can.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
The payload won't progress like this. I will not
Poison.
Let's try with the Mercy.
60 seconds remaining.
We're going to have Cole, though. This should be huge. Yeah, our Mercy, that's the second time their Pharah's killed our Mercy. She's just struggling a little bit. I think that's why she switched off initially. It looks like she's switching back and trying it again. But yeah, she just needs to get better with her movement. There's not really much you can do about that.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
Yeah, Pharah needs to drop to you if she needs healing. Good fade to avoid that. Yeah, heal your soldier, just go back and forth. Perfect.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we can Cole to engage. We can also Cole to kill the Ana, but okay. Yeah, definitely want to be looking down that lane. I feel like we should have held on to Cole and waited until we engaged a little more. Because granted, we did pressure them and create a little bit of space. But I do think if we had held onto that Cole and waited until our team pushed up a little more to do it, we might have actually been able to get kills.
Pain is inevitable. 10 seconds remaining.
Once again, going after the Pharah isn't really going to work here as Moira. I understand you want to keep your Rhine out. Yeah, see, the Ana's over there. We can definitely go after her. I mean, I understand wanting to keep your Rhine up, but also cutting off their source of healing, excuse me, would be crucial too. But we still win the fight. Yeah, the res on Rhine was pretty huge there. And now it looks like they've swapped off the Pharah, so definitely Moira is a better pick here. Once again, I mean, we could still go after the Ana. Mercy probably is not going to be flying in the air. She's going to be a lot more grounded with this comp. So we could actually try to go after her as well. That could be a solid strategy. But you definitely want to be thinking about, just trying to... You just want to think about the target that you guys should be focusing in general. You know, one thing you could do as Moira, you don't have utility like BAP or Ana. So we have to get a little more creative with our playmaking. You know, we can like try to take an off angle as the whole team comes up here to engage. We can like play up on this high ground, maybe like harass the Ana, harass someone to make them all turn to look at us. And if they're not looking down main where our team is, that might set up an opening for our team to get a kill. Those are the type of things, if you watch high-level Moira play, that's what they do. Or like Nolan will like hide and then harass the enemy supports in the backline. Things like that. That's definitely how you're going to carry games as Moira. But this Ana's overextending, so we could kill her right here if you want. Nice. I'd be careful about fading into it, but good kill still. Rhine was there to shield you. You definitely don't want to use fade there if you don't have Rhine. Nice. I liked that fade jump. You actually could have done the same thing I said before, where, you know, you poked out here, harassed the Mercy, harassed the Ana, got them to look at you, and created a distraction. Just a general, try to think about doing that as Moira. You're gonna have pull. I would have thrown that damage orb down main, but that's fine. Our Ashe pops off. This is good. We win the fight. Yeah, we can finish off the Mercy, stagger her.
A meager sacrifice. 30 seconds remaining.
If she's all alone like that, honestly, you don't even need to kill her fast. You could just, like, without using the damage orb, you could have just slowly sucked her off, pause, and then that would have just, she would have died later, and that would have staggered her further. Although I understand, too, maybe, like, if one of her teammates came out, she could have GA'd to them, so yeah, it's okay. Just things you can think about trying to stagger people further.
Heroes never die.
Surrender to my will.
You guys do win the round, though. This is good.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
So good round. Things that stood out to me there was just figuring out who your target should be. Definitely, if there's a Pharah Mercy on the enemy team giving us trouble, we want to be pressuring her as BAP. Definitely using our Exo Boots to avoid the rockets. As Moira, we're not going to be able to deal with the Pharah Mercy directly. So we want to be thinking about taking off angles, creating a distraction, and harassing the other enemy's support to peel the Mercy away from the Pharah. But yeah, let's see how this round goes.
3, 2, 1.
Fast
Attackers
forward.
incoming. Defend objective
Right there, engaging. Be better to not chop off the high ground, but I understand it happens to all of us. For a damage orb. So definitely they got a Moira. It's just going to be a little tough for you here. Yeah, just avoid the Winston. You know, you could go after the Sojourn. That's not a bad strategy. Just be careful. Yeah, you don't want to get caught out like that. So be careful with your fades. You definitely don't want to fade out in the open. Like they're all turned away and looking at your Rhine. So this was better. But you don't want to fade into where the enemies are. Like when the Pharah was up here, when the Sojourn was around here. You want to use fade to escape into safety instead of... you just want to think about where you're going to end up in general. Last thing you want to do is end up out in the open when you finish your fade. Heal up your Rhine. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's watch that again, because I was kind of just talking about your fade usage. Yeah, I think we want to maybe farm up that Winston a little more, although he does have the Mercy. I kind of understand wanting to come over here. Yeah, I think we wanted to fade the other way here back into our team so we can help them out, because you got to think, like, your BAP died. Maybe we could have saved him, but definitely when he dies, we're the only source of healing. We don't want to fade away from our team to try to DPS. We want to try to keep these guys up. But the fight's lost, I understand.
Evolution is a painful path to walk. Objective lost.
Das Licht ist nicht getan.
Lending a hand.
Kind of just waiting. You know, if your Mercy's help, I mean, if your BAP is, watch what your BAP's doing. You know, if he's pocketing Rhine, you definitely want to try to play with like your Bastion, your Cass, support them. If he's like going for damage and stuff, support Rhine yourself. But yeah, definitely. If you got a BAP, he's probably going to work with Rhine. So I want you just trying to pay attention to who your DPS are focusing and try to focus the same targets. Because like it's gonna be tough to like go after the enemy Moira. Mercy's gonna be in the air with Pharah. So what we should be doing here in general is just trying to help our DPS out with what they're doing. You are helping out your cast. This is good. Healing for your BAP. You make the Winston disengage. That's good. So I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to whether you were doing this before, but definitely one micro thing for Coalescence is always try to throw an orb out before you pop Coal. Just because, like, say you throw damage orb Coalescence, that just obviously amplifies your damage and makes it more likely for you to get a kill. Heal orb Coalescence can really help keep teammates alive. And by the time your Coalescence finishes, you'll have that cooldown back again. So just be trying to think about always getting an orb out right before you pop Coal. God, keep your BAP up. They're Moira counter Coal, so it kind of cancels out. Yeah, don't fade to engage. You want to say Fade is an escape tool. I know you want to chase the Moira, confirm the kill, but she got out as you see, and you didn't really accomplish anything.
Misery made manifest. A taste of poison.
Sounds like you hear the Pharah. You pinged her. That's good. Good evasion. I like it. You do lose a couple teammates. You guys got to keep BAP up and then escape. He died, so yeah, we just got to get out or die. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Time again to try again.
Yeah, it's just really tough against their comp. Once again, you can help your DPS out. You could try to off-angle, create a distraction too. Those are the type of things that you should be doing. Playing straight behind your team as Moira probably aren't going to accomplish too much, or you're definitely leaving value on the table. Back up, wait for a reserve. Yep, this is good. More like what you should be doing. I try to push up a little bit more with D.Va, because you know BAP's not with her, so you can definitely try to follow up on what she's doing. But BAP's with her now. Maybe we could get a Coalescence, or actually I would hold on to it. We use BAP ult. Actually, that's good. You know, your team was all crit. You use that to try to keep people some up. Yeah, once again, don't use Fade to chase. Because what if... Yes, exactly. You actually got punished for it there. Save Fade as an escape tool. You do not want to fade into enemies and then leave yourself vulnerable to getting burst down like that.
Progress is seldom won with ease. You're broken. May I?
Yeah, it's just really tough because it's like... I don't feel like there's really like a prime target to focus as Moira here. I just really feel like, especially supporting your cast, because he is killing the Pharah. And I think the Sojourn and stuff is giving us a little bit of problems as well in their tank. Yeah, that round is really tough.
No round complete.
Definitely what we could be doing there, though, is just not using our fade to engage people. Don't chase. Because as you saw at the end, you did get punished for that. Okay, we're back on BAP. This is good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Let's defend objective.
You definitely, like I said before, you want to just be pressuring the Pharah. You might not be able to kill her, but you could definitely keep her honest. Yeah, honestly, when you drop down like that, you definitely got to think that the Pharah might chase you. I would have just thrown down lamp there. You definitely want to be trying to look for her as well. You don't just want to turn tail and flee. You want to be looking at her and trying to fight back instead of at least know where she is on your screen. You know what I mean? And definitely I would have just thrown lamp there after you ducked because you were like 6 HP.
Time's up, amigo. We're not quitting, are we?
It's not over.
Just in general, like, DPS are going to chase you and focus you down like that. If you don't shoot them back, you need to pressure them back and give them a reason to respect you. Otherwise, they will just walk all over you.
You're completely healed. Regenerated.
10 seconds remaining.
On the objective. Are you?
Stay near the immortality field.
I understand trying to help you, Moira, but yeah, we need to rush the point here. Try to find the target. You go for the Pharah. Exo Boots. Once again, you need to Exo Boots. Good kill, though. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to, like, for one, just going right in the middle of point like that isn't a good idea, period. But you could at least be using your Exo Boots to just, jump up, make yourself a little bit harder to hit. Because, once again, I mean, they got the Sojourn. She might be able to line up a shot. But yeah, at the very least, you don't just want to stay here. Ideally, play where your soldier is. Support Monkey from a distance. Play back. You can Exo Boots up here. You could go around here. You could do stuff like that. But you definitely don't want to just rush on point and stay grounded. Definitely. I think that death was avoidable. And it looks like we're not going to cap.
Careful.
Score 3-3.
Yeah, so these last 2 rounds are really where it counts. I think
Initiating match.
what really hurt us there was, for one, not pressuring the Pharah back, not using our Exo Boots for evasion, and then rushing in the middle of point and dying. If your team is there contesting point, you don't need to contest point yourself. But let's see how this defense round goes.
Objective A.
We got the Zarya. Oh, your Sim dies early. That's not good. There we go. Pressure the Pharah. Back up. Yeah, good lamp. I understand. Okay, go up there with your soldier. You can. That's unfortunate. Yeah, she was looking at you. I definitely, I understand you messed up the Exo Boots and you were trying to look where you were going, but especially when a Pharah is like right out there, you don't want to turn your back to where the enemies are poking out. You want to be looking at them. My point is, you definitely do not want to turn and look away from where the enemies are. That's the last thing you want to do, because you died and you didn't even see it coming. We get some kills though.
Topping you up.
Alright, we're back. Alright, keep your sim up. You can throw a lamp. Nice. Good job. Get some damage between that. Alright. Once again, use Exo Boots if you need it. Better to at least just...
Doctor's orders.
I think I said this at the beginning, but just be consistently crouching to charge them up. Even if you're not going to jump, you just want to have that charge just so if you need to do it in a pinch, you have that available to just jump in a split second. Yeah, push up. I would push up with your team. If your team's playing up, you know, you don't necessarily need to go all the way down there yourself, but you know, you can play this bridge right here, and then as the enemy team moves forward, then you can back up. But yeah, I would just try to play behind your team, little closer though. Nice kill on the Winston. See, now your team's playing on point. Now this is a good position.
You are completely healed.
Engaging the
See you then. Good evasion. Yeah, you could throw up window, so window visor is really huge. I honestly would have just thrown up window right here, just to allow soldier to just quickly burst people down. Granted, it looks like we're cleaning up anyway.
Wake them up.
Yeah, definitely here we didn't really get value out of it because, I mean, I think the window would have been a waste even if we did it where I said, but definitely after everybody dies, we don't want a window here. We wanted to hold it for next fight because now they're going to be coming back, probably with ults we can see here, and we're not going to have any ults for this last fight. And I'm assuming this is why we
Now
lose.
this is a fatal attraction. Feeling better?
They got Soldier, Kiriko, Moira, Diva. Don't be hanging out. Could have regen there, but I understand. A little sooner. Ooh. Urana kind of messed up there, but yeah, definitely just go for kills to finish that up. Nice try. Hey, yeah, their Sojourn just cleans up. Let's watch that last fight again. I just want to see. Because we got a couple kills, and then I guess their Sojourn kind of just popped off.
Bad news for you.
Okay, we kill the carry cow. Get the kill on the Soldier. Yeah, well, for one, we definitely don't want to just play out in the middle here. I get it. Like, you got nanoed, so you felt like you had to push forward. Definitely try to be, like, even if you're gonna duel this Moira, try to, like play at an angle where you're not quite as exposed. Because, like, just playing out here, you're right in the middle of everything. You're in the middle of the point where the enemy team is going to be looking. Easy to burst down. You're turned away from where the Sojourn is. And once again, you're dying to damage where you don't know where it's coming from. So, definitely, you know, playing back. Hugging like a wall is just much better to do, especially as BAP. And that's the game. So yeah, good stuff overall. Definitely, we want to be thinking about target focus. You know, we want to be pressuring like a far mercy that's giving our team trouble. We want to be using our Exo Boots for evasion. And on Moira, you know, if the far mercy is giving us problems, we can go after the other support. That could be good. We can try to play at like, you know, play at an off angle, play on high ground, be a distraction, create openings for our team. And we definitely don't want to push too forward or play out in the open and just tunnel vision one person. If we always want to be looking at like where the enemy team is coming from, and we want to try to like play tighter to walls and play so we're not so exposed and we can see the areas we could potentially be shot from. That will just keep you safer and prevent deaths in general. So yeah, that's all I have for now. Good job. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, and best of luck in the future.